Thank you for joining me. On behalf of the entire team, it is my heartfelt joy to welcome everyone to the Shikan Third Edition Conference, proudly powered by the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. Wherever you are in the world right now, whether you are in a quiet room surrounded by friends or just showing up with an open heart, know this, you are in the right place. This space was intentionally created to pour strength, healing, and clarity into women and girls who are ready to grow, to heal, and to take bold steps towards becoming. There you will hear stories that stirs something in you. You will find answers, encouragement, or even questions that lead you somewhere deeper. And that is what this space is about. Real growth, raw truth, and radical transformation. We don't take your present for granted. So thank you for showing up, for being open, and for choosing to be part of this journey with us. So welcome once again to the Shikan Conference, third edition 2025. We are so glad you are here. So moving on is the introduction of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation by Miss Goodness Temple Luye. Miss Goodness, please, over to you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Goodness Temple Luye. I'm going to give a brief introduction of what the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation is all about. Behind every strong movement is a vision, and behind the Shikan Conference stands the powerful vision of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, also known as the FOF. Established in May 2017, FOF exists with one core mission to restore hope, dignity, and wholeness to women and girls through education, advocacy, and intentional care. What began as a passion project has grown into a movement that continues to touch lives, shift mindsets, and create lasting change across communities. Over the years, the foundation has reached thousands of young people across hundreds of schools in Lagos, Ogun, and beyond, equipping them with truth-centered knowledge on sexual health, consent, identity, menstrual hygiene, and body confidence. But FOF doesn't stop in the classroom. It goes where the pain is, from maternity wards to marginalized neighborhoods, offering not just words, but practical support, from medical supplies to relocation assistance for vulnerable women and emotional care for those who feed unseen. The heartbeat of this work is Dr. Fadaka Olufunke Adetu, a woman of wisdom, vision, and fierce compassion. As an educator, author, and advocate, she has remained deeply committed to building a generation of informed, confident, and emotionally whole women and girls. The Shikan Conference is just one of many expressions of that commitment, a space where knowledge meets healing, and where every woman is reminded you are valued, you are powerful, and yes, you absolutely can. This is Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, and the story is still being written one life at a time. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Well done.
Thank you so much, Miss Goodness. We appreciate that. So to the next is the introduction of the Fadaka of the Shikan Conference, still by Miss Goodness Temple. Miss Goodness.
Okay, everyone. I'm going to give a brief introduction of the Shikan Conference and what it's about. Welcome to another edition of the Shikan Conference, a dynamic initiative of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. This conference was birthed from a simple but bold vision to create a safe, inspiring, and transformative space for women and girls to grow, not just in knowledge, but in self-worth, clarity, and purpose. Month after month, the Shikan Conference brings together voice that matters, real women, real stories, real experience. We talk about the things that are often left unspoken, the struggles, the breakthroughs, the healings, the rebuilding, and so we do it without shame. Here we don't pretend, we empower. We don't just motivate, we equip. We don't just gather, we grow together. Whether you are joining us for the first time or you have been working with us from the start, this is your space. A safe space to learn, to reflect, to ask hard questions, and to hear truth with love. We are so glad you are here. This is the Shikan Conference. Let's begin.
Thank you so much. So the next order of program is the unveiling speech for Team of the Month, She Can Heal and She Can Forgive, by our amazing manager, Ms. Rihanna Okikiola.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rihanna Okikiola, and I'll be doing the unveiling of the Team of the Month. As we all know, the theme of this month is She Can Heal and forgive. So this is more than a slogan. It's a declaration, it's a reminder, it's a call to every woman who has ever been broken, every woman who have been silenced, betrayed, or wounded by life, that yes, you can heal and yes, you can forgive. This month we are stepping into a very sacred journey, one that confronts pain, acknowledges trauma, and then rise above it. So the question is going to be like, why this thing in the first place? Oh, sorry. That's one of the speakers trying to reach. So we'll be talking about some things this month. We'll talk about understanding trauma, recognizing the silent pain many of us are carrying, and how to stop pretending we are okay when we are not okay. We'll talk about learning what forgiveness truly is, and not just for others, but also for ourselves, learning how to forgive ourselves. The practical tools for emotional healing, inner peace, and personal growth also. We'll be hearing real stories of our amazing guest speakers, stories that of those of people that have faced pain, people that have found power on the other side. So we have an incredible guest speakers lineup also. Women will pour from their experience, their knowledge, and their art. They won't just inspire us, they will equip us with everything we need to heal. So you are not what happened to you. You are not your trauma, you are not your mistake. You are so much more. And this month we'll walk that journey together, from pain to peace, from hurt to healing, from bitterness to freedom. Because no matter what the past holds, you can heal, you can forgive, and yes, you can rise. So welcome to a powerful month of transformation. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. And once again, thank you everyone for staying with us here at the Shikan Conference, brought to you by the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, where voices are heard, stories are honored, and lives are empowered. If you are just tuning in, don't worry, you haven't missed out. There's still so much goodness ahead, and we are glad to have you here with us. Make sure you follow us on all social media pages so you don't miss any updates, replays, or upcoming programs. We are building a community that goes far beyond today. Let's keep going. There's still best. So moving on into the main section, we'll be welcoming the first guest speaker to speak on the topic, understanding trauma and its impact on our life. It's a privilege to welcome a woman who has dedicated over 2 decades to the noble work of education. She's not just a teacher, she's a mentor, a guide, and a voice of wisdom in the lives of countless young people. With her passion for learning and her heart for impactful, please join me in welcoming the remarkable Mrs. Adebayo Kweyemi.
Oh, amazing.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone all over the world.
Good evening.
You are welcome again to this beautiful conference.
Yes, ma'am.
And I so much appreciate the foundation for the talking given in the last edition. It was given, and the children giving it to, they were so excited, they so much appreciate it. I pray God will continue to elevate this foundation in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah, so the topic here, identify the roots, understanding trauma and its impacts in our life. So before we go to that, we need to understand this trauma. We need to identify it. What is trauma? Trauma refers to a psychological and emotional response to a distressing event or experience. You can say, trauma is like when we experience very stressful events that are difficult to cope with, very difficult to cope with, or out of our control. Yes, we couldn't control it at all. We find it very, very difficult. It is as if the whole world is going to end. It's as if everything is gone. You don't have anyone to talk to. The pain is in you. The agony is there. So we can refer to it as that. It could be an accident or any ongoing event that happens over a long period of time, or that just happened. So that is trauma. So, and it is very, very easy to overcome. Now, there are many things that causes trauma. Many things. It could be physical or emotional abuse. When you are abused at times, physically, it keeps ringing in your brain. wherever you are, especially when that person is sitting down alone quietly. It keeps coming. It keeps coming. It keeps ringing. It's as if you are watching a movie. It's as if you rewind. In those days, well, we make use of video. You rewind. There's a rewinder. So it is just like that. The event keeps coming. And each time you remember, you are so sad. You're like, oh, I have no helper. Who is going to help me? This world is end. Another thing could be accident or natural disaster. Accident can cause a lot of things. Accident can damage a lot of things. Accidents can, make one to become, to take probably one hand, two hands, take away the eyes, or let's say any parts of the body. And then when you're now looking at yourself like, oh my God, I have two hands before. Look at me now. I don't have any hands again. Then you're sad. Somebody that can see before but now cannot see again as a result of accident. The person is sad. So this is another thing. Another one is loss of grief. Now let's take the death of a loved one as a good example. Somebody that you love so much and the person just died suddenly. This can never leave your heart. You keep thinking of it. It keeps ringing. Probably you lost your parents, or maybe the children, or the death of the husband, the death of the wife. This can lead to it as well. Let's look at separation. Two lovers. Lovers. It happens a lot. Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Oh, he's not ready to marry me again. He's not ready to marry me again. And at the end of the day, this leads to another thing. Mentally, psychologically, the person is affected. There is no amount of what you can tell that person. The person keeps thinking. And even if the person is sitting down, while people were talking beside her, she was gone. She didn't know what they were saying until they tapped her. Hey, hello, sister. Then the person comes back. This affects a lot of people. What about violence? Domestic violence between the two couple? Yes, between husband and wife. It happens a lot. You will see at times these days, the females are being abused, being maltreated by their so-called husbands, beat them up, do a lot of things to them. At times, the woman may be the one, doing a lot of things in the family. How the children will go to school, to feed the children, to buy the textbook for the children, to buy clothes for the children, to buy shoes for the children, and lots of things. The load has been upon the woman. The woman alone has been the one doing all this. And then the man is not ready to support. Instead of the man to support, the man is maltreating the woman as well. As a result of this, the woman will be carrying every load in her heart, heavy load. And this leads to high BP. And then this can, lead to the death of the woman. One is happening currently. It's a sad news. It's happened. Yes, very, very sad news. So things like that. So when we understand this, it will help us a lot. We just need to understand. So when you understand, then healing comes.
Yes.
When you don't understand, the healing will not be there. You won't be ill. Automatically, the healing will not just come like that. But when you understand, healing will come in, and then forgiveness will come in. When you understand this, healing, you will like, okay, let me just forget about this. Let me just think less about this. Oh, let me just try and forgive. Probably, females now being abused by males, by adult males or young ones. There is no how this memory will live. There is no how this story will not keep coming. This story will keep coming. But you just have to like control yourself, try and forgive. Though it's not easy to forgive, it's not easy to forgive. You can only forgive anyway. You can forgive, but it's not easy to forget. It will keep coming. Healing and forgiveness can be a powerful process for individuals who have experienced trauma. Yes, it's a powerful something. It's a powerful event. It's not what you can just do easily, but when you have the Spirit of God, you try and forgive. So forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean forgetfulness. Like I said earlier, you might only forgive. Oh, let me forgive, our Father who is in heaven, forgives all our sins as we forgive those who trespass against us. So you're like, oh, let me try and forgive. But you never get the experience that you pass through. A little child that is being raped by her father, by an uncle, by a teacher, or by anyone outside will never forget. She can only forgive. But when you understand this, you just have to let's go off it so that you move on with your life. You move on with your life. You have a lot of things to do in this life. So if you keep nothing that's in your mind, it will definitely be affecting you psychologically. And then before you know it, or you will see the person run mad in the streets. Yes. Like I said the other time, disappointments, yes, between, female and male. This happens a lot. Oh, the person that we've been dating for over 10 years disappointed me just like that. So the person keep nursing it. You just have to forgive. So healing comes when you forgive. And how can you do this? How can you be healed? How can you forgive? You seek professional help. When you seek the help of the counselor, the therapy, they put you in the right way. They advise you. They tell you what to do. They tell you, don't do this, do this. They advise you, they counsel you. Another one, you keep talking to people, keep talking to friends. Let your friends know what you are passing through. If you keep nursing it alone, you might die suddenly. But let people know what you're passing through. Oh, this is what I'm passing through. This is what I'm passing through. Can you please help out? And then people will continue, talking to you, advise you, counsel you. And then gradually you overcome it. It's not a day job. It's not what you can overcome in a day. No. But when you talk to people, people will advise you so that you don't just leave this world suddenly. Now, let's look at that beautiful singer, Osinachi. We can see what happened that led to the death of the beautiful woman. Like I said, I'm experiencing something presently. Exactly the same story with a loved one. This woman, very nice. She gives to the less privileged, and then she has been the one taking care of the family, taking care of the children, the school fees, the textbooks, the feeding, everything. She has been the one. And the first child is about to enter university. Oh, she has been running up and down. Oh, am I going to do this? Am I going to do this? I was telling her, you have to calm down. Everything will be okay. But now, so sad. It's a sad news. She's gone. She's gone. And the children are there. It's just crying within me. Oh, God, how are we going to help these children? You can see. This is what women are passing through. The whole load is on some women. And then the men are not there to appreciate them. So I am advising females, just let go of it. Whatever you are passing through, let go of it. Seek people advice to help them, to help you out. Self-practice is part of it. Meditation will help you. Exercise will help you. Do a lot of exercise. So by the time you are doing exercise, you forget a lot of things. It will go off your brain. Then you focus. You will be able to focus on the next thing to do. Play music. Play music. By the time you listen to music, you will forget, not alcohol. Don't try to go to that area at all. Oh, I want to drink alcohol so that I will forget this. No, it will only damage the part of your body. It will only give you problem. But when you play music, you listen to, godly music. Yes, it will be encouraging you. You'll be happy. You'll be happy, creative expression, or you can do writing. You can just take your book and start writing. You can write stories, you can write many things. You forget about all those, all those things that are breaking your heart. Yes, if someone has break your heart, then you go to God. God is there to help you out. So by understanding trauma, individual can manage the symptoms. You can improve, overall well-being. You can be improved. You can develop effective coping mechanism, enhance relationship. Yes, you move on with your life. So it leads to personal growth as well. You grow personally. You grow. You encourage yourself as well. You talk to yourself. This is not the end of the life. Move on with your life. Move on with your life. Forget about the past. When you forget about the past, you'll make it in life. Everything will be okay. So you don't just have to, cut your life short because you have experienced one thing or the other, probably abuse, you are living with somebody that has been maltreating you. No, that is not the end of the life. Move on with your life. So you have to be strong. You have to be strong. But when you fail to speak, about what you are passing through, when you fail to speak to people about it, you will be nursing it alone. And that is killing you gradually. Talk to people. Go out there. Talk to people. But you have to watch the kind of people you talk to. Not people that will make jest of you when you leave. Because there are some people, when you talk to them, when you tell them about your experience, when you tell them whatever you are passing through, once you leave, they start laughing at you. Oh, can't you see this woman? Can't you see this lady? This is what she said. This is what she said. No, you don't need that. You have to watch people you relate your problem with. Those that will encourage you, those that will, put you in the right way. So you talk to them, and then you see everything will be okay. You talk to your friends, you talk to your family, and then the last one, you talk to your God. God has been the one that created you. Talk to your God. There is nothing God cannot do. Meditate. Talk to God. You will overcome it. You will surely overcome it. Many females in Nigeria are passing through this. Yes, a lot. In fact, let me say 90% of Africa, yes, they are passing through it. There are many. You just see people, even in the church, they will be dancing every Sunday. You see them dancing, being happy. You see them in a good attire. They will be dancing, smiling. But you move close to them, ask them what they are passing through. By the time they tell you, you'll be scared. You'll be scared. So, wow. So you are passing through this? You are passing through this? So let's take it easy with people. Let's take it easy with everyone we see. Don't just judge. You don't judge people. Oh, I asked for help from this person. She is not ready to help me. No, you don't just judge because you don't know what that person is passing through. I pray God will help all of us in Jesus' name. And those that are in this shoe, I pray God will bring them out. God will heal their wounds in the name of Jesus. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Miss Adebayo, for that impact section. Your experience and wisdom truly shine through, and we are grateful for that value you've added today. Thank you so much, ma'am. So now let's keep the momentum going. And once again, thank you everyone for staying with us here at the Chicago Conference, brought to you by the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, where voices are heard, stories are honored, and lives are empowered. If you are just tuning in, don't worry, you haven't missed out much. There's still so much goodness ahead, and we are glad to have you here with us. So, up to the next, we'll be welcoming the second guest speaker to speak on the topic signs of unhealed trauma and how to begin recovery. She's a woman whose life reflects true strength, resilience, and quiet impact. Despite the challenges she faces, she never lost sight of her purpose, and today her stories speak louder than words. With over 20 years in education, she continues to inspire and empower the next generation. Please join me in welcoming a passionate teacher, a role model, and a mother of deep influence, Mrs. Bello Shakirat.
You're welcome.
Miss Bello,
Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. We
Good
cannot
ma'am.
see you. Can you help us just start that logo, the stop, the video logo, the one that has stop or start video, the one with the red line crossed on it, ma'am?
I'm doing that.
Ma'am.
I'm doing that.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you
Yes,
see me
ma'am.
now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Welcome.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So good day, everyone.
Good day, ma'am.
My warm greeting goes to everyone who are present on this month's program under the Shikan Conference. My immense appreciation goes to Mrs. Olufunke Fadaka for her tremendous work in propagating the lives of women and the teenagers in the society at large. More strength, ma, wisdom, and understanding to forge ahead in the program.
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
want to talk about the topic given to me to be treated. That is the breaking the silence of unhealed trauma and how to begin recovery in it. Let's explicit the word trauma. Trauma is a psychological and emotional experience that can be challenging to forget or overcome. It often involves a distressing event or situation that can lead to intrusive thought if left unaddressed. Here are some common types of trauma. Abuse is one of them. This can include physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, such as domestic violence. Pedophilia is one of them. Why it talks about rape, which are alarming in our society these days. Secondly, traumatic experience related to relationships. This can involve unhealthy or toxic relationships, including premarital sex or exploitation. Most especially our teenagers, they indulge in acts which commonly affect their academics. I still have another one, which is number 3, accidents. Unforeseen circumstances that can cause physical harm or emotional distress are not left out. This may sometimes result to the deformation of part of the body, such as blindness, cripple, and loss, but fail to be mentioned. Then number 4, loss of loved ones. This is where grief and bereavement can be traumatic, affecting individuals, families, or community at large. Examples are when husband loses his wife, when wife loses his hobby, and the losing of children at times is one of them. Then number 5, when we talk about the delaying in getting spouse, like what Mrs. Olufunke, the foundational of this program, said the other time when we had this program, that in our culture, when you are getting age before you marry, most especially is common, is very rampant among Yoruba people. They will turn it to something else, that probably you have been affected one way or the other. You will need a kind of spiritual deliverance. That is our culture for you. But some of these itemized types of trauma can be nurtured for many years without overcoming them if cares are not taken. Here are the signs of unhealed trauma. Some common signs of unhealed trauma include flashback of nightmare. Immediately you have a flashback of what has happened to you, you'll be traumatized to the extent that an intrusive thought will start setting in. What do I mean by an intrusive thought? I'm still coming back to that because I love using my own reference to whatever story I'm to share on this program. Please, stay hold on to that. I'm here to share few of my experience concerning the trauma. So when one flashes back or have a kind of nightmare, reoccurring memories or dreams related to the traumatic event will start setting in. Then avoidance behaviors. The traumatic person avoids people, places, or activities that reminds her of the trauma. Hypervigilance, feelings constantly on edge or easily startled. This is the act of feeling insecure through the bitter experience one had had. Wherever you find yourself or you are being invited to one program or the other, you won't feel secure all because of what you have experienced. You will be extra vigilant in some aspects which are not necessary of you. It will be very, very difficult for you to trust people anymore just because of the experience you have had earlier. Now, emotional numbing, difficulty in experiencing emotions or feeling disconnected from others. The victim may decide to avoid mingling with people for safety purpose. Here is another physical symptoms that you undergo when you left your trauma unforgettable. What are the physical symptoms? Such as headaches, stomach problems, or other physical complaints related to stress may set in. Now, to look at the breaking the silence of trauma, it requires a combination of self-care, support, and seeking of professional help. Here are some steps to take. Seek professional help. A mental health professional can be of help in the process of your trauma and develop coping strategies. Practice self-care. One can engage in activities that bring you comfort and relaxation, such as exercise, meditation, or creative pursuits. Build a support network, just like the one we are running now, like Shikan program, a good example. So when you build a support network where you meet people, where connections are starting, then people will surround you. They will encourage you. They will discover the kind of person you are through your talents, your mode of approaching people. If you are good enough and you are approachable enough, before you know it, you'll be out of the trauma. Challenging negative thoughts. Work on reframing negative thoughts and beliefs that may be holding you. Work on it, the negative thought and any belief that may be holding you back from your last experience. Then take small steps. Gradually face your fears and work towards healing at your own pace. Find a trusted support system. Share your feelings with trusted friends, family member, or mental health professional. Join a support group like alumni, your former skills, your old friends, the vicinity, where reliable people can be discovered. When you mingle with such people, you'll be out of the trauma. Then find a trusted support system. Share your experience, your feelings. Trust among the families, the people you can confide in, that will never take the advantage of what they have heard about you. Then the last one, write about your experiences. You can jot it down, you can publicize it, you can share it among the program, wherever you find yourself, wherever you are asked to come and deliver speech, just like the one we are doing. Now, in reference to Mrs. Bello's experience, sometimes 4 years ago, I lost my husband, but the trauma begins when he was in the hospital, thinking he will be out of the program. Even at the point of death, it has never for once occurred to me that I'm going to lose my hobby. What was ringing in my mind back then was that a day is coming that my husband will walk on his feet and we'll both go home and rejoice, then celebrate the what we have finally overcome. I never knew it's going to turn suddenly, so sudden and shocking that April 16th of 2021, my husband finally kicked the bucket where I could no longer hold myself. I was thinking it was a dream, not until when the old scenario turned reality. At the end of it all, as a Muslim, you are to mourn your husband for good 4 months, in which I accepted. So the very first 40 days, you have to stay indoor. If you are a working class lady, because I had a kind of issue with my husband relating to joint business. I later discovered that is this kind of social person who doesn't like monitoring at all. And that is meant for us. We all understand that men, they don't want challenges, they don't want monitor. They don't want to be monitored by their wives. They believe they are the head. They have the final say. So because of that, we are asked to separate the business. So 2016, we separated our business. I embarked on what I can do aside teaching, because me going to the neighboring schools where we live, where my husband is a proprietor. He doesn't speak well of me to engage as a teacher when people are seeing me as a school owner. So instead of being in a neighboring school, I chose to embark on my craft work. I so much cherish when I'm bidding. I can bid, I make bids. So I got a shop at a nearby place to our house. So I engaged myself with such creativities work. People were patronizing me. I started making money. That was when peace started reigning in my home. To cut the long story short, so when there was nobody to aside the principal, and the principal brought it to my notice that they were short of staff, most especially the pre-primary classes, that was nursery and KG. I had to come around and monitor them. So the clergy ones in the Muslim line, they told me I can still rough it out since I'm not going far. My school to my house is just a stone throw. So I can still be partially working as a teacher at the same time mourn my husband. So I should just make sure that whenever I'm going to school, it reflects in me that I'm still mourning my husband. So I come to school for that 40 days. I come around to teach the children. But when immediately I step back into my doorstep, I will carry my traumatic assignment. I will shed tears. I cry day and night while my children will be at their madrasa, because we Muslims, we cherish children going to Arabic school. So in the evening like that, there won't be somebody with me. I'll be left alone, crying. This intrusive thought will be ringing in my mind that, Yemi, the best thing for you to do now is run out of that house. Go and jump over. Go and jump inside the deep sea, because this load is much for you. You can't face it alone. You cannot train the children. You cannot take care of yourself, let alone the children. And don't forget, you are not the owner of that apartment where you are using for school. So it's more or less like your husband left nothing for you. So am I to dance into the tone of these evil thoughts, these intrusive thoughts? So at times, that thing will just come into my mind that you can call someone. So the other mindset will be telling me, if you call someone, they won't be of help. They will just make guess of you. They will publicize what has happened to you. Just be running, take your slippers and run away. That was the day I just posted it on the status that God, will I scale through this? That was how an old woman came into our apartment. The woman is knowledgeable enough. Yemi, are you sure you didn't have any evil agenda towards your husband's death? Are you sure you have not made vow, a kind of funny, what is it called? Oath with your husband? I said, Grandma, there was nothing like that. She said, if that should be the case, if you are the one that died, sometimes last month, They will have advised her husband to make sure he sleep with a woman or for him to overcome the stress. So in that case, you are still very young. Mama will brainwash me. Mama will toast me that you are still pretty. You can remarry. So there is no how one will not have someone to confine it. I will call my sister. She will persuade me. I was persuaded by a very close friend of mine. So she even promised to come around one day that, Yemi, just hold on. I know what you want to do. Just hold on. I will see you. So not until when I finally came in to pick that nursery 2 class, they will crack jokes. I will laugh along with them. At the end of the day, within that 40 days, I was able to overcome it a bit. So after the 40 days, we were now on break. There was a day. There was nothing for my children to eat. I just thought of, okay, we have little rice. We have grounded pepper. Okay, we can make it concoction. To the extent that I have prepared the water, Maggi, salt, the seasoning are already there. For the water to boil and for me to rinse rice, pour in the pot, I just find out that I poured the rice in the dirty water again.
God.
I poured it in the dirty water. I did not know, and now carried another dirty plate, the used plate. So I just mistaken it, but I was losing my senses gradually, all because of love, 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 love. Thank God today, many people do not believe. They even said this because we attend one program like that, where my husband was made the chairman of that Muslim society program. People said, I can't manage that school for 6 months. And we're able to manage it for a year. That was how I have tried as much as possible to decide within myself that marriage is not my priority because many people are coming in. Are we there?
Yes.
Many people were coming in to advise me. Different advice came from different sources, from family members, from friends, from our Muslim society. If you want to follow what the Quran said, there is no respect for any woman who is living a single life. So through this, look for someone who can be of your help, who can be your companion. I said, my children are old enough to be my companion. They are not kids. They weren't kids. So they are there to comfort me. In fact, if you look at that small one, when I lost my husband, it was around age 13, 12, 13. He said, Mommy, promise me you will not remarry you. If you remarry, I will not take you to abroad, though. I will not buy you car. I will not buy you this. And that has been my watchwords, even up to now, that there is no priority in marriage. If I marry, I will just neglect these children. For them to progress, to forge ahead, to monitor them, to become a respectable child in the society. I just need to focus on my children and do nothing for my business in which I can be getting at least little to foot their bills and to continue. But my dear sister, how I have managed to overcome little out of my trauma today is through some platform. In fact, I talked on our alumni program that we need to organize a reunion program in which they agreed with me for that last year. At least for like 2-3 months, I don't go back to the videos, check, happy with myself. In fact, we have been on it that how are we going to manage this year reunion? Because I need something that will make me happy aside being married again. So I really appreciate you. There are some other people who are also traumatized, just like the way I have explained mine. We have different people with different trauma. I'm very sure each and every one of us on this program, we have our own trauma one way or the other, but in different ways. Yours is quite different from mine. Mine is different from yours. Even the feeding aspect, as the economic situation of our country these days, if you look at people, forget about the abuse, the divorce, the accident, and some other types of trauma. Talk about the feeding alone. It's a trauma. The feeding. to feel among your mates in the community, to come out and tell people that I am a working class woman. I am working like this, we are not on break. It is really telling on us. Ask most of the teachers. It will be telling on us, not that we really have, but we are managing our resources. It's one of the trauma we are talking about. Be cheated by the people who are meant to be of help for you. And you know that, yes, your property is under their custody, but you are being denied of it. It's another trauma. Yeah. I just pray God in his infinite mercy meet each and every one of us at our point of need. And let's hold on unto God's time. Rushing out to marriage or looking for people to help you out of your trauma also can even damage one's health because they will take advantage of you. If you want to go to people who will help you out of your trauma, you go for the people who are professional in it. You go for counseling, be it Muslim or Christian. Talk to your God. Take your jotter. Jot down things. Keep yourself busy by watching things. Go on social media. And though I'm not a social media type, but I know some people who can spend more than an hour, 2 hours on Facebook. So you can engage yourself. If you know that is the way, that is where you can derive your joy from. Why can't you continue with it? Engage yourself with things that can give you joy. I engage myself with things that can give me joy by teaching. When I start teaching, I derive joy in it. When I go to meetings like this program, in fact, I really appreciate you once again for giving us grace and opportunity to relate our experience within each other, most especially women. And we can use this to train our coming teenagers before they become adults. At least they will know what they are up to, and the word she can will make them stronger in whatever they want to embark on their journey. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to tell you one or two things under the healing of trauma.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you, Miss Bello, for that heartfelt and insightful section. That was really touching, Ma. You give us so much to reflect on, and we truly appreciate your words, Ma. So once again, everyone, thank you for staying with us here at the Shikan Conference, brought to you by the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, where voices are heard, stories are honored, and lives are empowered. If you are just tuning in, don't worry, you haven't missed out. There's still so much goodness ahead, and we are glad to have you with us here. Make sure you're following us on all social media pages so you don't miss any updates, replays, or upcoming programs. We are building a community that goes far beyond today. Let's keep going. The best is still unfold. So up next, we have another inspiring voice joining us to speak on what forgiveness really means and why it matters. She's a bold voice for truth, a passionate advocate for sexual health, and a lady with a heart for impact. As a public speaker of sexual education advocate, she is on a mission to educate, empower, and uplift the next generation. Please welcome the dynamic, our beautiful and amazing Miss Rihanna Tfafiolu Kiola.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, Ma. So my topic today is what forgiveness really means and why it matters. But first, thank you to the Shikan Conference team and the amazing founder for creating this sacred space to talk about something many of us carry silently, the trauma, the difficulty, and yet the powerful decision to choose forgiveness, because it's just forgiveness, but that word is very, very heavy. It's not something that comes very easily. So, but let me begin with this truth that forgiveness is not about forgetting what happened. No, it has nothing to do with you forgetting. It's not like you cannot lose your memory. You remember. Forgiveness is choosing peace, even when you remember. That's when that thing no longer hurts you. That's when you remember what somebody have done to you. You see them and you still smile. It's not like oh, they're like you want to strangulate them. That thought that yes, I want to revenge is no longer there. It's just give you that peace. It's just like a kind of cover for you that, oh, I'm at peace with you. Whatever it is you've done, that's all for you. So many people wait to feel like to feel ready to forgive. But forgiveness is not a warm emotion that suddenly comes. It's a deliberate decision to stop letting the pain of the past control your peace in the present. Yes. On the present, you get that is that intention that yes, you no longer want this past to control you, because there are many of us that have faced some things while growing up. I have a lot of people that I think when I got to like 200 level, I sat down and I took a paper and pen. I was writing down the list of names of people I want to forgive. I was now trying to refresh my memory to go back to what they've done to me. So it's not hard. Some people it was even after. Some people it was just this year. Some people it was months ago before I could let go. But because I just realized that even maybe sometimes I get to go to where I grew up, I'll see some of them. I think that pain still comes like, if this person, if I have the opportunity, hope I will not just do something. I just have to bring myself that, yes, I won't, because I want my peace, because I don't want the pain of that past to control me. So it's like me saying, this wound will not define me. I will not stay stuck in this anger. I will not be stuck in this bitterness or this revenge. And I chose peace. It's not saying what they did to you was okay or is right. No. Nobody's justifying what they did to you. No, it's just you saying, I'm done holding on to what's hurting me, because it's actually hurting me. Because it's like being put in a position. So I'm unable to move because I'm carrying so many grudges with me. So I cannot move with those just, except I drop it and just move on. So another thing is what forgiveness is not. Let's be clear. Forgiveness is not pretending it did not happen. No, it's not excusing an abuse. It's not denying your pain. And it's definitely not re-entering harmful relationship without wisdom or boundaries. It's not somebody telling you that, oh, it's a lie, just try to forget it, that they did it to you. No, you are not forgetting anything. It's not an excuse for abuse, that because you've forgiven the person the first time, then they feel like they can do another thing. And it's not denying your pain. If you are feeling that pain, yes, your pain is valid, because whatever it is they've done to you is hurting you. So your pain is very, very valid. Forgiveness is not reconciliation. They are two different things. I don't know that religion, but Islam, there's a way Islam explains this forgiveness and reconciliation, that they are not the same thing. I can forgive you and just see you and then smile at you. Doesn't mean we'll reconcile and we'll have that old relationship we normally have again. No, I'll be at peace with you. I know I'm fine. You can forgive people and still keep your distance. And you can forgive people and be like, I deserve better. And then you're at peace with them. They go their separate way and you go your separate way. Doesn't mean that you're still carrying that grudge. Some people be like, if you have truly forgiven this person, take a number, call her. Yes, you guys should keep talking the way you've been talking. No. Forgiveness and reconciliation are two different things. That reconciliation is your own choice. And it's something I'm always telling people to be very, very wary of. Because the moment you forgive somebody, sometimes, not for everybody, when you forgive people, they tend to be like, oh, she forgive me, she's now back with me. We are like before. They feel like they can do more. So in order for you not to give that chance for anything that is coming from that way again, I prefer the forgiveness and the cutoff. I'm at peace with you. I'm at peace with myself. I'll see you. I'll smile. But doesn't mean, I might know if you message me on WhatsApp, I can block your number. It's not because I've forgiven you. I just don't want you in my life anymore. It's that boundary. So let's move on to talk about why forgiveness matters. So because forgiveness is a prison, unforgiveness is a prison. It's like a prison, and you are the one that is locked inside. So it creates this stress, triggers, anxiety, bitterness, and even health problems. It can keep you from fully loving people, fully trusting people, or fully living. Because let's say, for example, there's this secondary school friend of mine that we had issues. I think SS1, SS2 from something like a kind of sexual assault. So it's just like I reported him to the school authority. So it was a suspension. They gave him a suspension, and it was, I think, before the end of the term, he resumed again. So about 2 years ago, about 2 to 3 years ago, when I was working on the other, I was coming back from work. I just saw him. But before SS3, he apologized. And even when I was in school, we just reached out that, Rihanna, I'm really sorry for what happened, blah, blah, blah. It's chiding. I'll be like, oh, it's okay, that's gone. I don't like people reminding me of things that I've moved past. So I saw him that day. He was coming from this place, we call it Odeku Junction, and I was going to board the staff bus. I was not that even called him. I was like, Rihanna. The issue was he wanted to do, because I hug people, like if people that are my friends, I want to hug you. But because I still have that little brand, and I'm not doing that, not me and you again, because it was that just normal good morning hugging that started the assault. So I just defined my boundary in that part, that no, I will greet you, I will smile at you normal, but I'm not going to do that hugging and hugging again. I'm not. So we just greeted her, oh, good afternoon, and like that, and we just move on. And when you forgive people and you release yourself, it's like when you forgive people, you release yourself, you say things like, you may have hurt me, but you don't get to own me. Because sometimes when you don't forgive them, they because that emotion is in you, and that fear, that bitterness is in you. So one way or the other, they own you, they are controlling you. But forgiveness will set you free, not them. So when you are forgiving, it's not about the person. No matter what they've done to you, maybe they hurt you growing up. Because when we talk about domestic violence growing up, a lot. Sexual, lots. Say if I want to list out the things that are meant to be traumatizing me at this stage, I doubt if I'll be able to walk out on the road. I'll be afraid. But because I know that forgiveness is not about them, it's about me. It's about setting myself free. So no matter what someone have done to you, you really have to just forgive them and let go. Not for them, but it's for you, for your own peace. So, and again, forgiveness, the process to forgiveness is not instant. I won't lie to you, forgiveness doesn't always happen in a day. I wrote a list in 200 level. There are still some people that I just removed them from my list last month. Don't let somebody give you a kind of time frame that you have to forgive this person. No, because it's your choice. It's your choice to forgive them. So you do it at the time that it's coming. Okay, yes. Because it's a gradual process, you have to learn to live with those pain. It's somebody who just do something so big to you and they want you to just smile at them like nothing happened. Nah. I don't have memory loss. I remember everything you did clearly until that thing is no longer hurting me. Until I have control over that emotion, I'm not even forgiving you. I won't you even have any access to talk to me. So some wounds are very, very deep, and some betrayals shake your soul. There's some people that you'll be so close with, and when they betray you, it will shake your soul that you will not even want to give space for somebody else to come into your life. But even if you are not there yet, you can begin the journey. You can pray about it, you can talk about it in therapy, or you can journal like me. I write a lot. You can cry about it. It's permitted. Cry. I'll be inside, I lock my door and start screaming at the top of my voice. I just want to cry it out. And don't stop choosing peace. Don't let your life be defined by what someone did to you. So let's do a moment of reflection, please. If you are holding on to any pain, ask yourself, what has unforgiveness cost me? That's the question. Not forgiving that person, what has it cost you? Am I willing to carry this weight another year? Or who do I need to forgive? Including myself, maybe, because there are sometimes that I be like, I'm at fault. So sometimes I see that I want to forgive myself. So let this be the season you start releasing those bitterness, those anger. Let this be the season you begin to choose peace. So forgiveness doesn't change the past. No, it doesn't change what they've done to you. Your feeling is valid, like I said earlier, but it can transform your future. And peace is not something we wait for, it's something we choose. You have to choose peace. You don't wait for peace to come. It's something you have to grab. So one hard but healing step at a time. I know it's very hard to do it, but it's very hard, but at least one step at a time. So today I invite you, choose peace, choose freedom, and choose healing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rihanna. Thank you, Ma, for that bold and necessary conversation. Your passion and clarity are powerful, and your work is truly making a difference. Once again, everyone, thank you for staying with us here at the Shikan Conference, brought to you by the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, where voices are heard, stories are honored, and lives are empowered. If you are just tuning in, don't worry, you haven't missed out. There's still so much goodness ahead, and we are glad to have you here with us. So moving on is another inspiring voice speaking on the tools for healing and emotional freedom. She is a woman of deep faith, unwavering purpose, and intentional service. A trained theologian, devoted visionary, and experienced administrator, she lived out her calling daily, and not just in word, but in impact. She is also the visionary behind the Tabitha and Deborah Foundation, touching lives with compassion and truth. Please help me welcome a woman after God's heart, Mrs. Morenike Dorcas Dawood.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, Ma.
Good afternoon, Ma. Good afternoon. I am happy to be here this afternoon. I'm glad. I really appreciate the founder, Mrs. Olufunke Fadaka, and the team member. And I also want to appreciate you for the token given to us to give out the other time. Thanks so much. God bless you.
Amen.
Yes, Ma.
God bless you.
Ma.
Real good.
Yes,
I'm here
Ma.
this
Thank you, Ma.
afternoon to speak on the topic, journey to wholeness. Journey to wholeness, emotional freedom. Journey is a process. It's not a day work. The success of this journey is determined by your emotional freedom and intelligence. It's determined by your emotional freedom and intelligence. This said journey is highly personal. It's a lonely road. What do I mean by this? I mean that journey to emotional freedom and to the wholeness is a lonely road, and it's personal. It all depends on you alone. It's only you that can sort yourself on this journey. And this involves self-awareness. First, let me speak about emotional freedom. Emotional freedom refers to the ability to experience and express emotions in a healthy way without prejudice, without being taken control by negative thoughts. That is emotional freedom. And it involves self-awareness. Self-awareness, recognizing and understanding your emotions. Know yourself. When you recognize your emotions and you understand yourself, that means you can determine the next step you want to do, and you know what is the outcome of it. Another thing is for you to identify patterns and triggers. You identify patterns and triggers. You know yourself. You don't pass your emotional limits. Don't pass your emotional boundaries. Know yourself. Number two Emotional regulation. Emotional regulation. Managing emotions in a healthy way. Manage yourself, manage your emotion in a healthy way. Coping with stress and adversities. This is how to cope with stress and adversities. Practicing self-care and self-compassion.
Yes.
Love yourself. Take good care of yourself. Health is wealth, so they said. So you must practice self-care on a daily basis. You must have self-compassion for yourself. You love yourself before you love others. Take good care of yourself. The third one is letting go on this journey to wholeness. Letting go. Releasing negative emotions and experiences. You let go some things, past traumas, past negatives you've passed through, your past experience that is not palatable. You let them go. You release them from your thoughts, from your memory, so that they won't keep reoccurring and you won't be traumatized each time you remember. And another thing is that you have to forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself and forgiving others. When you forgive yourself, you'll be able to come out of your shell, of your past experience, your past trauma. Once you've forgiven yourself, you release yourself from bondage. And when you forgive others, you release yourself from being prisoned by your own thoughts. Release yourself. You forgive yourself. Even the Bible said we should forgive our friends, our brothers. Forgiveness is a command in the Bible. Forgiving others. Forgive yourself and you forgive others. The next one is embracing acceptance and moving forward. There are some situations that you can't control, you can't manage. You just have to accept and move forward. You accept and move forward. There is nothing you can do about it. If you want to keep arguing, it will cause more troubles. So just accept and move forward. Number 4, authentic express. Expressing emotions authentically and honestly. This means analyzing things the way they are. Be straightforward. Be straightforward. Analyze things the way they are authentically. This is the ability to communicate effectively with others. You communicate effectively. You pass messages. Let them know your emotions. Let them know your intentions. Then setting healthy boundaries. This is all about relationship with others. When you set healthy boundaries and healthy boundaries, you set a relationship, emotional relationship that people can't pass. You know, this is your limits, and you let people know your limits. You set a boundaries so that when people are coming towards you, they know that this is the peak of this person's emotions. No, we mustn't pass our boundary. So you have to set emotional and healthy boundaries for others, and don't exceed your own boundaries as well. Furthermore, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize and understand emotions in yourself and others. Emotional intelligence. When you have this emotional intelligence, you're able to study others. You study yourself, you know your limits, you know your boundary, and you study the next person to you. You know their limits. You know, no, you can't pass this limit. You apply intelligence. You can't pass this limit. So people will know your limits, and you yourself, you will know others' limits. You know that this limit I can't pass. These boundaries I must not cross. So this allows you to be awareness, to guide. Emotional intelligence makes you to be aware, to guide and to guide your thoughts and behaviors. It will guide your behaviors towards people. It will guide your thinking towards people. Once you know that this limit I cannot pass, this limit they can't cross to me, this limit I don't want to cross to the other person, so that we won't step on toes. And this involves motivationals. Using emotions to drive motivations and achievements. When you use your emotions to drive your motivations, it will come the way you want it, because there will be a set goal for yourself. you set goals, and you work towards them, towards achieving the goals. Once you have set a limit and you have put a motivation in place, then you set goals for yourself. This is what I want to achieve by doing this and that. And through the motivation that is on ground, you will be able to achieve them. Another thing is that you must perseverance through challenges. Continue to pursue your goals despite facing obstacles. Don't mind whatever obstacles you are facing. The challenges, don't mind. Just keep on pursuing your goals. While you do this, you will get there. Don't mind the obstacles, the setbacks, or failure. It's all about managing your commitment and determination. Even when facing difficulties, not giving up easily. Don't give up easily on yourself when you are facing challenges. This is a journey to wholeness. Don't give us. Another thing is number 2 under the intelligence is intelligence emotion is social skills and empathy. Social skill and empathy. Understanding and recognizing emotions in others. You recognize emotions in others. As you have done in the past, you recognize in yourself, and now you are recognizing it in others. This will set a limit for you that this you cannot breach the limits. Another one is developing compassion and understanding. When you develop compassion, it's like you're developing, having a merciful, being merciful and understanding what people are passing through. You develop a merciful towards them, a merciful heart towards them. Once you develop this, you'll be able to understand what they are passing through, and by this you won't pass your boundaries. By this you'll be able to recognize your limits, and the others will be able to identify that this person is just trying to keep the limits so that she won't pass the limits. And another one is building a strong relationship. Building a strong relationship. This is another way, another journey to wholeness. When you build a strong relationship with people, when you meet people, you build a relationship with them, a strong one that you can confide in them, and you maintain a relationship as well. You maintain the relationship. When you maintain a relationship can bring you so many goodies, so many advantage when you maintain a relationship. Relationship being maintained can lead to a millions, can lead to billions, can fetch you a lot of goodies, and can heal you from that emotion, from that emotional trauma that you are passing through. So this journey to wholeness, you must know that is a lonely journey. This journey to wholeness, you must know that you must tread it gently and conveniently so that you can ease yourself of your past traumas. You can ease and you can forgive yourself as well. And you must learn how to forgive others. Because in doing this, even our Father in heaven will also forgive you. And I said it earlier, letting go of negative emotions. Letting go of negative emotions will really help you. Negative emotions, negative trauma, all the bad experience you've experienced in the past. When you let go, you will be released of them and you'll be set free. You set your mind free. When they said, when you are holding grudges or you are keeping malice with someone, the person you are keeping malice with is free with you. But you yourself, you have imprisoned yourself, you have put yourself in bondage. But once you let go of so many negative thoughts, so many offenses, when you let go, that means you are releasing yourself. And this is a real journey to wholeness. And I said it earlier again, authentic expression. When you express yourself authentically, make clarity. Let people know your stand. Let people know you. Let them know your instinct. Let them know that this person is emotional. I can't tamper with it. Let people know you. And in conclusion, intelligence can be developed. Emotional intelligence can be developed. It can be developed and improved on a daily basis. You can develop it. It's an habit you can develop. You can learn, you can inculcate in you, you can develop, and you can practice it on a daily basis. Self-reflection and feedback, it can benefit personnel and professional relationship, mental health and overall well-being. What do I mean by this? I mean that if you have emotional intelligence, you can as well develop yourself and improve yourself through practice. They said practice make perfect. You practice on a daily basis. Those things you don't want to do again, you drop them gradually. And the one you would know that, no, I want to continue to do this, you inculcate and you keep learning and you keep practicing it on a daily basis. Through this, it will profit you personally and even a professional relationship, mental health and overall well-being. While emotional freedom can lead to greater well-being and fulfillment. Emotional freedom can lead to greater well-being and fulfillment. Emotional freedom makes you to be emotionally stable. It makes you to be stable. Once you are free emotionally, once all those traumas, all those things, all those negative thoughts, once they are no more there, it will make you to think straight. It will give you emotional stables and free you from depression. It will free you from depression and other psychological complications. Thank you. God bless you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ms. Dawood, for blessing us with such grace. Your message was powerful and your heart for people is truly inspiring. Thank you so much, Ma. So now to wrap up our speaker section for today, we'll be bringing on someone who is no stranger to using our voice for impact.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are people who speak about change and then there are people who live it. Dr. Fadaka Olufunke Adetu is one of those rare people whose life is a message. She's not just the founder of Fadaka Olufunke Foundation or the visionary behind the Chicago Conference. She's the heartbeat of this movement. Through her voice, her work, and her daily commitment, she has created safe space for women and girls to be seen, heard, educated, and empowered. Whether she's mentoring young people, leading workshops, or building platforms like this one thing is always clear. She cares deeply and she shows up with a bold kind of love, the kind that teaches, lives, and transforms. Today, as she takes the mic, I invite you to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Because when Dr. Fadaka speaks, something shifts. Please join me in welcoming our founder, our leader, and a woman whose impact continues to ripple far and wide. Dr. Fadaka Olufunke Adetu.
Welcome, Ma.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
I'm trying to get on my video. Right, okay. So
Sure thing.
am I audible? Yes, am I audible?
Yes, Ma.
Right, hello. I'm standing on existing protocol. I appreciate everyone coming. We will soon be done. We've got a couple of questions, so our speakers will be answering the questions. They're quite emotional questions, and I think all our speakers are quite experienced, and the questions will be thrown out to our speakers. I appreciate all the speakers. We have a couple of donations, and we'll talk about that, and obviously for the businesses as well. Right, I'm just going to be very quick because everything that's been said has been said. And I actually, I had all my pen and paper. I was writing down from all the speakers, from Miss Adebayo to Mrs. Balo, to Mrs. Dowdu, to, Miss Kiki, Ola, and every other person. You've all spoken well. Thank you so much. More wisdom, more knowledge, more grace. I'm just going to be very, very brief. So in 5 minutes, I think I should be done, if you permit me. As long as you leave, people will always offend you. As long as you leave. So one of the factors of leaving is that we're going to be moving with human beings. We were born into the art space. So which means that we will be dealing with humans. So as long as you live. So one of the tools to existing, to living on this planet is to know that as long as I am here on this planet, I will always have to forgive. Now, situations also are meant to change because why? The sun goes round and round. People die, people leave. When others are crying, others are happy. So these are the life scenarios that we cannot change because we're born into these kind of, sometimes we cannot forgive ourselves because a lot of things have happened. Sometimes something just happened. It just happened. We don't know why. We can question why, but it's happened. And these are realities that we have to go in now. So as we're leaving this conference, always know that I always have to forgive because somebody's going to get on my nerves. That's number one. Number two is some things that I cannot change. We love our mothers. If our mothers passed away today, it is the reality because they are going to die one day. We get married with the hope of living, to enjoy and living to old age. The question is, what if our spouses pass away? Anything can happen. We have cars, the same cars that people are really happy that they have, that bought, is the same cars that have killed other people. The same water that we go into to shower every day is that same water that's, drawn in a very popular person, you know. The same house that we live, that we're really happy into, is the same house that fire burnt and brought everything down, including children. The same woman being pregnant that we're happy about is that same woman. And because why? You have to give birth. She couldn't push out the baby. She passed away. The baby passed away. So, and situations and people we cannot change. And that's why we're here. So, as long as we live, we're going to continue forgiving. As long as we live, situations are going to happen, even to us. If we're being told whether, if everybody's been told this is when you're going to die, will you leave? Will you accept that situations? All of us have that date and time that we're going to exit this planet, regardless of how loving we are, regardless of how kind we are, regardless of whatever it is that we do. So we cannot escape. There's no human being that can stay in this world without being offended, or either you're the offendee or you're the forgiver. It's just part of life. This is why we're here. So we need to go on understanding that, yeah, today I have to forgive because someone's going to get on my nerves. Today, okay, this was happened. Now someone has passed away because it's part of living. That when we have this mindset, it's very, very easy to understand what we'll let in and what we'll let out, what is worth grieving and what is not. And I'm just going to touch briefly on grieving because I noticed not everyone talked about grieving. We are allowed to grieve. And most times when we hear about grieving, people thought that I can only grieve when someone passed away. No, you can grieve a friend. You can grieve your brother. You can grieve anybody. Grieving is not just when people pass away. Some relationships are meant to end. You can grieve your husband while he's still living because why? He's moved away. Grieving is part of living. Grieving is letting those emotions out and understanding that you are now, you know, this is what my reality looks like. And people find it hard because you don't want to cry. You have to cry. The more you cry, the more you get better. The more you cry, the more you release the emotions because crying is nature. Crying and happiness are the two human emotions that's given to us. So you're either happy or you're sad. You can have both. You're either happy or you're sad. So you're either traumatic. And, Kiki was saying something. Miss Kiki was talking about forgiveness and reconciliation. It's just what it is. You forgive, you reconcile, or you reconcile and not forgive. We can forgive and not forget, just like what Miss Adebayo said. The forgiveness might take a very long time, but you can forgive. Miss Bello said, grieving, when you have to heal, it takes a lot from you. The religion, the community, the family, your children, responsibilities, finance, and you're just alone in the world, and everybody's just moved past you. Because once the person is buried, everybody walks away. All the promises are left behind. Um, you know, Ms. Dowd was talking about emotional intelligence, knowing your boundaries, understanding that, okay, if I'm here and with this thing these people are saying, I will lose it. So you learn to walk away. Everything they're saying is all about me. So as long as I sit in this conversation, so that is you knowing that I do not belong here. And I wrote something when she was talking. I wrote, go where you're accepted, not where you're tolerated. Go where you're accepted, not where you're tolerated. Go where you're loved. Work. Be with people that accept you, not people that tolerate you. Because the greater danger you can do to your emotional well-being is to stay with people, stay with family, stay where you're just tolerated. I mean, if you're doing it for the sake of, money, it's okay because there's a gain from it. But if there's nothing coming out of that, then there's a problem. If you're in a church or in a mosque, you belong to any kind of community, and you know that being here, they're testing my patience. They're trying to say something that's going to get me hurt. Learn to walk away. Create that boundary with, for yourself, because that will save you a lot of forgiving. It will save you a lot of trauma. Nothing said, nothing implies. So if I didn't hear what you're saying, I can't think anything. All right. And so I'm just going to get on a few statements. And your pain can either be your prison or your passport to healing. So when you take in the pain inside, it's a prison. Everything that we have in this world, we also act those characters. We have heaven and hell, all the things. If you look at the way human nature works, you realize that these things are created for us, and we also live within, those realities. So a pain can be your prison, or it can be your passport. How? Number two is your scars are proof that you are strong. Wherever you have a scar, don't be shy of a scar. It's a proof that what has killed other people, you are still standing. Number three is every storm leaves behind a seed. Every storm and challenges leave behind a seed, which means that if your father passed away, your loved one passed away, is because, you're stronger, because there's something that needs, there's a future there. We see pain and loss as something that you can never recover. But the moment there is a loss, the moment you're grieving, especially a loved one, that means that you are a seed. You are the next seed. The children are the next seed. There's something greater that is expected of you. When one leaves and others, succeed, especially when you obviously, you've got children and what have you, that means there's a purpose to that debt. People don't exit the word. There's a purpose. And but I'm just going to limit it to grieving and trauma. So what hurt you yesterday could fuel what drives your success tomorrow. So because you're hurt today, that might even be the reason why you have to think. Because a man did this today could be the reason why you have to plan ahead. Because why? Those past relationships, those past experiences, they've set you high. And people run away from experiences. When I live in Nigeria, I love to enjoy everything. When I travel out, I love to enjoy everything, but the culture, whatever they're doing, I'm going to do it. Because when you have experience, you're not going to repeat the same thing that's happened. So we shouldn't shy away from experience. We shouldn't shy away from relationships. Just know that these relationships will either become an experience or, you know, for me to move forward, or it's just going to end. Um, right. And number five is the pain is not the end of the story. It doesn't end there. The moment you feel pain, that means you're still alive. Literally, that's what it is. The moment you can cry, that means you still exist. Because no, you're going to cross over. So even if you have an accident, boom, even if something happened, and then you're grieving and you wake up and you're like, yeah, I'm still alive. Yeah, yeah, you're still in the world. So the pain doesn't end. Where the pain ends, the story begins. You might be broke. You've made some decisions with your life, squandered it away. In the Bible, in the Quran, we have a lot of scholars, the ones that spent money and wasted their lives. And the father is like, come back, don't worry, you're back. We're going to build it. So where that pain ends, your story begin. And until you've experienced trauma and pain and unforgiveness, you've never really lived, because these are the factors to live in this world. These are the only thing, change and humans. Our mother will wake up one day. We all wake up one day. We're all grown and we have all this, especially Mr. Debayo, Miss Daudu. They're going to grow up, about 20 years from now. They're probably with a walking stick and all that. It's the change of life. It's the reality. People are meant to grow. We are meant to grow. We're meant to have white hair. These are things that we cannot change, and you can't even change circumstances. If this house we're living in get burnt down now, you can't change it. It's just what it is, isn't it? Right. Where life breaks you, it's your making, that is your starting point. Whatever can break you, that means you've overcome it. So if your mom died, your father died, your husband left you, you're broke, and you're still living, that is your starting point. That means you're not broken, because people that are broken cannot exist. If a human being is broken, we can't live. So that means that if you go through that challenge and you're still standing, that is your starting point. Right. And then you turn your wounds into wisdom. When you look at people, you're like, okay, this one is okay. What lessons do I learn? Okay, this one is a shitter friend. These would make me make bad choices with my life. And then you not make that into wisdom. Okay, why do I get married? What happened to my husband? Maybe I didn't check all the signs. This family is so bad. Okay, now when you have your children, you tell them they marry into a bad family. Okay, these pains that you've experienced should be the wisdom. If you marry someone who is obviously drinking, or you marry a man that the family so much love, and then the mother so much love, and the man passes away, trust me, you're on your own. It's just the reality of life. And then those pain becomes the wisdom for all the people, for your children, for your loved ones. And like, no, it's going to be yourself and your husband. If you marry into any kind of polygamous home and that is your religion, you cannot blame anybody. Okay, these are what we call life. These are situations that happen. You cannot change people's nature. You can only change yourself. You can't change what you expect from people. If I say come in today and nobody chooses to come, there's absolutely nothing we can do. We cannot change people. We can only change ourselves. And there's one thing I want you to go in. Pain is temporary. Our strength is forever. As long as we live, we have strengths. But if you attract certain people, if certain people are coming your way, change your friends, change yourself, change how you dress, change a lot of things about you, and you will realize, because you will look at yourself. I always tell people, you're walking in and you see maybe a guy, and you're like, I don't want this kind of person. The question is, why are those kind of people coming to you? The people that will mess up your life, the relationships that will break your heart, the kind of men that you know that when you marry, they're going to beat your ass up. They will beat you up. So if you know that there's something, so why am I attracting this kind of people? Then there's something inward. It could be your appearances, it could be what you're wearing. And then by the time you begin to change that, you'll notice that. So change yourself. The change is you. And when you change yourself, the people, because you have less trauma, you have less forgiven. And the question as well is that, as we're moving forward in life, you have to reflect every day. A lot of people don't do reflection because in so many cultures, there's nothing like that, especially for women. So you have to reflect every day. Every time you come home, ask yourself, how was today? Just ask yourself, is you and yourself. You could be talking into your mind. How was today? What did I do? Okay, today was really, really good. It wasn't good. Okay, so when you tend to reflect, you tend to heal from, your mind, just kind of dissolve some things that's not necessary. Some human beings are not worth it. You have a mother-in-law that was not present when you were given birth. Okay, she's been tough to you and what have you, and your husband passes away, and you're like, oh, this woman. No, some people are not worth it. Some people are not even worth you forgiving. Why? Because you should not even have them in mind in the first place, because then what will they have? The only time you should feel something is when it's coming from a very deeper place. So it's very, very important that you reflect every day and like, okay, this is what has happened. This my friend did this. Okay, we're gonna let it go. But when you fail to reflect every day, then all those things compounds and it compounds and it compounds and you become what everybody is. So let's use this practical example. Miss Aisha's done something to me. I kept it here. Mr. Deboye came and hit my head. I kept it here. Kiki's come and pierced my heart. I kept it here. Miss Dawadi said, oh, Fadaka, you're a crazy person. I kept it here. So look at all these people. Goodness is coming and kick me somewhere in my birth. And I kept it there. Who is the wounded person? Is you, not them. That is the problem, because the more you have all these incidents and all the scenarios around you, you are the broken person. You are the broken person, not the people. And then the more you become broken, the more intolerable you are, the more your behavior, that shapes your behavior. That will shape you because why? Everybody is, I'm fighting with everybody. And then Miss Bella comes in and she poured water on me and I'm crying. But it's just water. It's gonna go. So the things are very insignificant that we are putting at heart as women is one of the reasons why we're so hot beyond. Because everybody's done something. But as long as you leave, you will always have to forgive, and you cannot change what will happen in the next 1 minute. If I'm going to be electrocuted now, I can't change it. Do you understand? There's certain things that we cannot change. And then these are realities, and these are the tools to live here on earth. Because in the next one here, somebody new will hurt you. In 10 years' time, somebody else is going to hurt you. So you have to understand the tool to earth. The next 2 years, one of your friends are going to pass away. The next 20 years, some people we know now might not be here. Not because it's because that's the way the world rolls. So if everyone here has made bad decisions, bad choices, we now realize, oh, I so much love this Dr. Fadaka so much. Oh my God. And do you get me now? Because why? There's certain things that we cannot change. And it's just a tool to live on earth. Right. So I hope that, helps everyone. I'm going to hand over back to our host, Miss Aisha Sunny. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was really powerful, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma, for sharing your heart and reminding us what's really possible. Thank you so much, Ma. We are grateful for your words, your story, and your leadership. And to everyone listening, I hope you felt something for yourself. Let it sit with you. So we're moving on with the next part of our program. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us. So I'll hand over to Miss Rihanna now.
Hi everyone. Thank you for staying. Once again, a big thank you to Dr. Fadaka for that powerful session. To all the speakers, I say a big thank you to you also. We are grateful for your heart and your voice. So now let's move on to one of our favorite parts of the conference, the empowerment and the advertisement segment. So this is where we give the spotlight to you. So everybody gets like a 2 minutes or less to talk about their business. You give us a sample. So if you have a business, a product, or a service, or even an initiative you want to share, this is your moment. You'll have 2 minutes each to tell us what you do and how we can support you. So let's empower, let's connect and celebrate one another, because real support starts from here. So who is going first? I think I'm the one. So hi everyone, my name is Rihanna and I own the Kiki Fame fashion brand, where I sell ready to wear in Ankara and in pictures. I'm on TikTok as Kiki Fame Fashion, on Instagram same thing, and on Facebook also. So as usual, I have some of my products here with me. So let me do a kind of try on. So this is like a big baggy trouser for people to wear. This is almost like what I was wearing from the last time. So for those that don't really like Ankara, I have others that are material. And our baggy trousers, yes, I have the baggy trousers from the boutique. These are made by me. Yes. Cargo pants also. These are our baggy trousers for unisex. So these are like general things that anybody can wear. So if you want to patronize me, you can reach out to me on Facebook. Yes, ma, I reply to every message. I have the Ankara, the plain, the pattern, and everyone, and every other thing. So thank you.
How much is it? Mary, you're there.
Yes, ma'am. These ones are 88,000.
Okay, Mary is in America, so they have a different time zone with UK and Nigeria.
Yes, ma'am. These ones are 80,000. It's the Ankara that are for 4,000 naira.
What is the shipping? Have you checked what's DHL shipping fee?
Yeah, I will calculate the shipping fees based on the weight.
Can you do that now so you could put that on the message for her so I could help you place your order quickly before?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do that now, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. So I'm on over to the next person, Aisha.
Yeah, so I'll go next. Aisha Saints. I sell peps. Here's sample. Okay, sample. And I have other ones. And I'm also a graphic designer. So yes, I'll hand over to the next person too.
Oh, so sorry, Aisha, say that again because I didn't ping you. Yes.
I'm Aisha Saint, and I sell perfumes, roll-on, and other scents.
Put the prices there. Put the prices in there. So how much is your perfume? And
This
where
one,
are you coming for
this one is
collections?
9,000.
Your house.
I have other one, like this one. This one is 5,000.
5,000. Okay. So where can they come for collections? Do you post?
Yes, ma. I post on Instagram and TikTok, ma.
What is your Instagram page?
My TikTok handle is Ademide20011. I'll put it in the chat too, ma.
Okay, put it on the chat. Johnson, you don't need to send me private messages, put it there. He wants one as well. So
Yes, ma.
yeah, so just put that there and then let's get you customers. Right.
Yes, ma.
Okay. So who's going next?
So Goodness.
Hello, everybody. My name is Goodness Tempole. I sell vintage shirts, something like this. Shirts like this. I sell different prints of vintage shirts. You can reach me on Instagram on Olana Vintage Store.
Okay, put your Instagram handle, put it there.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. The next person, I think
So the next person, I'll call on Anima. Is she online?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Nima. I sell ladies wear. I'm female. Hey.
Where are your ladies wear? Do you have them?
Hello.
Do you have
Hello.
Is your network breaking? Yes, we can hear you.
My name is Nima. I sell ladies wear and females and kitchen utensils. Miss Kiki is also my customer. She patronized me from before.
Okay, so I'm a customer.
I also have
yes.
some sweet
My
reviews on TikTok.
Okay, we'll need you to come in with some of your items, yeah? So we could.
Hey, the network is.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Do you come with any of your items, ma, that you can show us?
No, I think she's having a very bad network, yes. Let's get on the next one. So
the network is breaking. I don't know if people are hearing me. Hello.
Yeah, can you call on the next person? Just send a text to her.
Yes, ma. So the next person, ma.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayomide Alake. I'm into agribusiness and agri-process. We deal about Carolina pepper, chili pepper, tomatoes, agri-products, ma'am.
Okay, what's your page and do you have a picture of those products? You could just show us the product from your phone. So, and do you sell wholesales? Do you sell, is it packed?
Yes, I said I have a farm name by the other product coming from close by in Abeokuta here.
So do you have them with you? Do you have any of your products with you or any of your products, on the phone? Do you have that?
It's my phone now, not on this phone.
Okay, you can send that to Kiki, then we can just show that so people can see exactly what that is, and we might be able to get you customers as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
People getting into so thank you. Is that Ayomide? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Cheers. Next person. Okay, Mrs. Adebayo. Over to you.
Good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Oh, I am selling. These are my products. These are children wears, teenager wears. I sell these.
How much are those, Miss Adebayo?
It's 3,000 naira per one. 3,000 naira per one. And if you want to buy land, you want to buy house, I can help you get it. I mean, that as well.
Okay, what kind of houses?
Different type. You want to buy the place? Is it 2-bedroom flats or 3-bedroom flats and so on?
Okay.
Do that. And land.
Lands, okay. Where's the location for the lands? If I want to buy land, I'm just giving us instance in Kaduna. Can you provide me lands in Kaduna? So where is the location? So is it? I can't hear you, madam. You've muted. I think you have to mute. Let me find where to.
Is it Ogun State? Is it Lagos State? I can surely get you that.
Okay, in Ogun State and Lagos State. All right. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Adebayo. I'm gonna go on to Mrs. Olabode Daude. That's the founder of the Tapita and Deborah Foundation, I believe. Yeah. You have to mute, madam.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma.
This is Mrs. Daudu from Tabitha and Deborah. We sell at direct tops.
Yes.
And this.
Oh, beautiful.
And we have other packages. We have 5 yards of Adire.
How much is the Adire?
The Adire, the 5 yard is 25,000 naira.
Okay, 25,000.
While the top is 10,000 naira. It's locally made Adire.
Is that unisex? What does the start?
Yes, it's unisex.
Okay. What are this? Is it one size?
We have various sizes: medium, large.
Okay. So
extra large.
That one you have is 10,000, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With you, okay. All right.
We have other ones.
Okay. Oh, nice.
And this.
Nice. Okay.
This is it.
I think you have a patronage.
And I sell as well ginger herbal extracts.
Oh, yes, your drink.
It's a detoxifier, general body detoxifier. It's very good for diabetic people, hypertensive people, fatty liver, and it works for arthritis. We have about 70-something roots and leaves. So it works, it's pure organic.
Oh, wow. How much is that one with you? The
A
drink?
bottle is 17,000 naira.
17,000 naira. Okay. All right. That's fine. And Mrs. Bello. Mrs. Bello, someone sent me to you. So I got a message when you were talking. Somebody sent me to you. I will create a WhatsApp call between Kiki, myself, and you just shortly after.
Okay, ma.
Yes, I could, because the person wanted to be anonymous. So, and I will.
Okay, ma.
Thank you.
So aside teaching, I also engage in a traditional engagement program. I handle both Igbo, Hausa. As I do say, language is never a barrier. We can use official language and some ideas we have in what we have done before. So I find that my firstborn, that's Fuad, is a student of University of Lagos State University, LASU, a 400 level student, is in Department of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering. He engages himself with skinning of gadgets.
Okay.
That is the branding of laptop, pouch, phones. He can customize any of the gadgets based on the client style request. So, and he empowers students, teenagers. I think if we can organize, I've done it here in my school, it comes around once in a while to train the children. It doesn't matter either you are a girl or you are a boy. In as much you show interest, it teaches them and they get some little token from there. It doesn't require much capital in investing on that business. So skinning of shin guard, most of these footballers, they like customizing their shin guard, whatever roles they like in playing, they customize it as in middle player, 11, I've seen things like that. So if you are interested, you can train children, you can also do it for personal use.
Okay.
I would have had some of his samples here. I've sent it to Miss Kiki.
Okay.
So If it's invited,
Do
you
you have
can
it
say
with you,
more about
Kiki?
it.
Do you have the pictures with you?
Yes, ma. There are
Yes.
videos.
All
So
right.
I'm unable to upload them. Yes, I'm trying to
Yeah,
screenshot so I
let
can
me.
upload it to the.
Okay, let me give you the power to share. Yeah. So I don't know if that.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me add you to. I think if I make you the host, could you? Or what you could do
Okay.
is send that to me. So the next one we have, I will put that there. Because of time, I want us to leave in 10 minutes so we can distribute the donations and I could get on call with Miss Bello or Mrs. Bello.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so I have someone reached out when Miss Bello was talking. So they wanted to be anonymous. Normally I would call the names, but I do I want when I don't want to mention names, I want to. Right. And we also have about 5 people on WhatsApp with me. So they're live as well. They can't be on the videos because they're at work. They're in different time zones. So I want to say thank you guys for joining. Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. And I did mention everybody's names. These will be obviously uploaded on our YouTube channel. All right, so we have a donation as usual. And you know who's the donator. So it's obviously our beautiful kind-hearted Mary. Okay.
Oh, thank you for every time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. The different time zone in the US. So for her joining, I really appreciate. Thank you so much, Mary, for joining us from Texas. I do appreciate your joining. Right. Okay. So let me put it this way. So this drink that the Mrs. Okay. So I'm just
Ginger.
yeah, so I believe I have all our speakers. So I will be sending in 15,000 naira to speakers each. Okay. And I
Thank you,
want
ma'am.
to confirm that. No, I'll make it, let me add 5 to it. I'll make it 20. So to air all the speakers.
Thank you, ma'am.
So Mrs. Shak,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm going to hold.
Thank you, ma.
I'll hold for
God bless you, ma.
Mrs. Shaki, because someone sent me to you. So I will just call you immediately with Kiki. So
Yes, ma'am.
you're on WhatsApp, so we'll put a call through and I can get that to you. So we have Miss Morenike Ojeda. Is the person here? No.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, ma.
Okay, madam. Let me send that to you right away. Okay, I have Mrs. Adebayos. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. God bless the foundation.
And I'm trying to, can't even forget Mr. Debayo, which is always sending money to the foundation account. Oh, okay, I think it could be all the account. Yes, please, what are the names? I can't, so I've sent that to Mrs. Morenike. And then we have, that's Miss Doughty. So Mrs. Adebayo, so, apologies, guys. So we have Ade Rinshola Omo Shaliwa. Will be is that? And we
No,
have
no, no, possible.
Okayemi Antonia Ojo. Is that Miss Adebayo?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. All right, I got that one. Okay. And then yes, Kiki is also the speaker, she's part of the speakers too. So
Thank you, ma.
okay. Yeah, Fafiolu. Okay. So not to waste our time. So hi Shah. Yes, I've done that. So I think it's just Miss Adebayo. Sorry, Mrs. Shakirat, Miss Shakirat, Mrs. Belo. Oh, right. So I'm gonna call through and so we'll second. So I think everyone is, if you've received it, kindly confirm.
Yes, ma. I received, ma.
Okay, so
Vienna. Thank you, ma.
you will get yours too, your product, Haisha. So I just want us to hand the we've got 9 more minutes to go, so I don't want to waste our datas. All right, I'm gonna hand over to Haisha So Aisha, Temple, and the rest of them, I'll call you guys just after the conference. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm handing over to Miss Aisha. Thank you.
So everyone, thank you everyone. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everyone. So every one of us who shared one story or the other, it means a lot. I learned a lot from this space. It's not just this time around, it's kind of very personal for me. So it's inspiring to see the amazing work and business within our communities and among the women. Please don't just watch and admire. Let's support, let's refer and patronize one another. Remember, when we lift each other, we all rise together. So call on Miss Goodness Temple to give in the vote of thanks and the final speech.
Yes, and one more thing. We have a physical conference in October. So if we can
Yes, ma'am.
products and everything on the stand, we're inviting so many people from diaspora. So if we have all the products, we can have it in the stand and the people can price, get your contacts and what have you. And this is, especially for those that have been here, people know that, we've seen the faces and what have you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
What a deeply moving time we have shared today, from every word spoken to every heart that leaned in. This has been more than just another virtual gathering. It has been a moment, a space where stories met strength, and where we are reminded that we are not walking this journey alone. To our amazing speakers, thank you for showing up, not just with your knowledge, but with your hearts. Thank you for being vulnerable, real, and intentional. You didn't just speak, you sold into lives today. To our founder, Dr. Fadaka Olufunke Adetu, thank you for daring to create this space. Your passion for transformation continues to echo in all we do. We are building more than a platform. You are building people. To the planning team and everyone who worked behind the scene, from tech to communication, coordination to promotion, thank you. Your efforts were felt and deeply appreciated. And of course, to you, our attendees, thank you for showing up, for being present, open, and engaged. Whether you laughed, cried, took notes, or just quietly took it all in, your presence mattered. As we wrap up, I hope something stirred in you today, something that reminds you that healing is not just possible, it's happening one day, one choice, one conversation at a time. Till we gather again, stay gentle with yourself, stay open to growth, and never forget she can, so can you. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you
Very much.